Guess who this morning? It's the queen of being really good at your technical work. Good morning. This is career coach Mo Fall, and I need some more light on this subject. There we go. This is career coach Mo Fall. Good morning and welcome to this wonderful series that I invented to help you, my queens of perfectionism, my queens of overworking, my queens of people pleasing. My queens today are all about being really good at your technical work. I see this all the time. All the time. I'm going to dive into why simply being good at what you do is a career killer. I know. It seems so counterintuitive. Mo, I have a college degree and a master's. What do you mean being good at what I do is a career killer? I want you to take off your crown of being really good at what you do and listen up. If you're not familiar with my work, I am career coach Mo Fall, founder and creator of the Kick-Ass Career Coaching Workshop, where we're working on helping you become more by bringing your soul back to life so that you can land your dream job. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When our clients use Mo's method to advance their soul and lift themselves up, things change. And I'm going to talk to you today about why being really good at your technical work is a career limiting move. There are other career limiting moves, and we've talked about some of them earlier this week, and I'm going to review just to make sure we're all tracking with the things that are major pitfalls in your career. And today I'm going to tell you a few things that you must do in order to avoid this massive, massive trap. And I am still sweating from my workout this morning. Let me drink some hot tea just to cool down. You know, I get really passionate about the things that I see my clients change, evolve from, and advance out of in showing up as their higher version of themselves. I'm going to lay a few things down before we get started. Number one, you are a divine, perfect, beautiful expression of your creator, and you were put on this earth to do something and to be someone that only you can be. I know. Pretty special, right? You were created for something special that only you can be up to in this lifetime. Only you. And I'm going to say this. If you're a professional woman, it's not just about your family and your kids. I'm just saying. Oh, sure. Being a successful professional helps you be a better mother, parent. Of course, it does. It doesn't take away from it. So many women are in conflict with being successful that they feel it's going to take away from their family. I'm going to tell you what I see. With the thousands of women who we've helped advance their souls and advance their careers, they are much better parents. No offense to who they were before. They were good parents and they did what they knew how to do. But when you lay down on top of being a wonderful parent, being an awesome person, and getting out of these traps that hold you back, you're going to obviously be a better parent. You're going to be queen mom. And it's not just going to be some exalted place. You're going to be the queen of you. But being the queen of being really good at your technical work is a smaller kingdom. Queendom. I want you to let me know if you're one of my clients or if you're here for the first time, say hello. Let me know what your technical work is so I can speak directly to you. Are you an engineer? Are you in marketing? Are you in healthcare, IT, sales, uh, nonprofit administration, fundraising? Let me education, nursing. No matter what your profession, if you have a career profession, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. And if you have a master's degree in your profession, I am really talking to you. And if you have a doctoral degree, an ED, a PhD, DDS, DMD, JD, LLD, MD, whatever that D is, I got something to say to you as well. Okay? You didn't get your education just so that you could stay at a plateau of what your education brought you. All right, Autumn in software. Ha ha. Autumn, it's great to see you, you rock star kick ass gal. Leslie, nursing. Kelly K, compliance analyst. Right? And if you're good at your software sales, nursing, compliance analyst, that's a stepping stone. That's awesome. You can be awesome at those jobs. But your up leveling is something different. I'm going to tell you this. All of you who are professional women went from grade school to high school. So I'm just going to keep it there because you could be a professional woman without a college degree. We've helped lots of women without college degrees. Sydney Showers, good morning. Government eligibility worker. Sydney, you are so much more than that, but I get you and I feel you. What I want you to think about is every time you did something when you were younger, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, you didn't think to yourself, this is it. When I was delivering newspapers, that's how I got to be an early bird. Actually, I was always an early bird. I am like just, whoo. Good workout this morning, Mo. A little bit warmer here in Florida than it's been in the last couple of mornings. When I was a young girl, I was a paper girl. That was my first real job, being a paper delivery girl. Early AM, I was delivering papers at dark, strapped on that bag. And you know what the great thing is? And this is why sometimes we stay in our job. I loved the smell of those newspapers being delivered to the end of my driveway in the big stack. I think I delivered 40 or 50 newspapers every morning, delivered in a big stack. Sometimes I had to put the sales inserts inside, and then I would wrap up the newspaper, fold it up. This is old school. Fold up the newspaper, stack them up, stick them in my newspaper bag. If the newspapers were big, I had one bag strapped across the right shoulder, one bag strapped across the left shoulder. Off I went, and we lived in a very hilly neighborhood. And sometimes I would change the route just to give me some variety, but it was dark out and there were barking dogs. And sometimes I was scared walking in my dark neighborhood. And we got a sales compensation analyst. Love that. Accounting, billing, and collections here. All right, ladies, glad to see you here. Gina, Sydney, Kelly K, Leslie, Autumn, and someone else. I can't see your name. So when I was delivering newspapers, it was heavy. And some days it was hard. And I would take up that newspaper I just folded and throw it on the front porch. And sometimes I would hit their door and the dog would bark. Sometimes it would land softly and perfectly. And I was always going for the perfect toss. I know. So as a human being, here's the thing I know to be true. You want to do a good job. You want to actually do really good. And it's fun getting better at something. It's a lot of fun. Even as a paper girl, I wanted to roll up and tuck in the papers better and better each time and create a process where it was faster. And I would just, I wanted to be the best paper girl. I really did. Every single morning, most efficient route. Well, if I cut through here and do this, maybe I'll be able to do it faster. Always looking for a better route, a better way, a softer toss. Doing my job better. Why? My newspaper customers didn't know what I was doing. It didn't matter to them as long as they got their newspaper. And there were some people who actually wanted me to actually not fold it up and to instead to lay it flat between their screen door and their front door. So they had special requests. No problem. I knew who those people were, and I did that for them. So I was delivering papers with authority. I was delivering newspapers better and better each day. Now, I knew as an 11, 12-year-old girl with ponytails and rock star personality, of course, no, I was very shy when I was younger. I wanted to be better every day, but I knew that wasn't going to be my life. But I just, in my soul, wanted to be better every day. I wanted to be more efficient. I wanted to please my customers. And that's what got me up in the morning. I knew they were counting on me. So it wasn't really always about me, but I had a job to do. And I got a dime every week out of the 60 or 70 cents I collected every week from my customers. I got a dime for every customer. So I think I made like $5 a week delivering newspapers. And it was a lot of work. It was the beginning of me defining who I am when I exert my contribution in the world. And then when I was a babysitter, upgrade, I wanted to teach the kids math and do their homework with them and just make them better. I didn't want to just sit around and babysit, although maybe sometimes I did. But I always wanted to do homework with them and play with them and show them things. And I wanted to be the best babysitter. And I wanted to get more jobs as a babysitter because that paid better than delivering papers. And when I was in high school, I wanted to get good grades. But high school, I knew wasn't the end of the road for me. So I knew if I got good grades, it would get me into college. And when I did good in college, I knew that college wasn't the end of it. I wanted to do really good in my job. My first job was as a registered nurse at the University of Pittsburgh Hospital in the cardiac care unit. I wanted to be really good at that. And there's nothing wrong with being really good at being an accounting and billing collections, sales compensation analyst, government eligibility worker, compensation analyst, or compliance analyst, nursing, software. There's nothing wrong with being really good at that. But I know as an expert in souls that you want more, because that's what our souls desire in life, is more and better. And you've been judged most of your life for wanting more and better. Why can't you just be satisfied with that? No one said that to a fifth grader. Why can't you just be satisfied with fifth grade? But for some reason, when we get older, a lot of people in our life are telling us to settle for what we've got because it's good enough. Well, who the frick are they to say? Are they the queen of your life? No, you are. You're the queen of your life. And I know, as a woman who has helped thousands of souls evolve and develop and be more of who they are, and if you're one of my clients, please shout it out. You've become a better person. And when you're a better person and more evolved in your soul and lit up and shiny, you want more. That's what we do as kids. We want more and better. It's a natural, inherent way that our Creator made us to grow and shine. And that means achieve. But for some reason, so many people in our lives put this achievement cap on us like it's a bad thing. Being really good at your technical work is awesome, but it's not going to get you the next and the better and the more. Now, there are people who are subject matter experts at a very specific technical thing, but they keep doing better, more in that technical work. So that's cool. But I'm here to tell you, you've got to grow. Your soul wants to grow. Your soul wants next, better, more. That's what your soul wants. Why do we care about quality and efficiency? Because it's the human condition. It's the human condition to want to do better and be better and see where we can make it better and improve. I'm literally being told, why can't I just be happy where I am? I know, Autumn. Isn't that amazing? Other people's unhappiness, other people's squished up small souls are banging on us saying, How dare you want more? How dare you want to be achiever and do more? And what? Where does this come from? It comes from people who are judging themselves. And there's another pitfall of being technically good at work that I want to talk about, that we had 2 clients just this week experience awesome results with the coaching that we did around this very topic. So, number one thing that you have to navigate in order to express yourself in the level that you want and your soul wants. And Autumn, rock on. Why is it never enough? This is why, Autumn, because you want to express even more. As your soul shines and develops, you want more. It's how we are made. And Autumn, I know you have 2 small kids. Your kids want more. They don't settle. A young soul that hasn't been programmed down wants more, wants to contribute, wants to help, wants to be a part of the action, wants more. That's our soul's natural inclination to do more, be more, have more fun, experience new things. And once you go into 4-star hotels and that level of vacation, guess what? You want 5-star. You want to have unique experiences. There's so much wealth and income in this world that there's absolute industries around helping people who have that level of abundance experience more and greater. And there are people on this planet, when I say that, are judging right away. Boom, didn't you do that? Did you judge? It's okay. You're perfect how you are, even if you just judged what I just said. Why can't people just be satisfied with what they have? Said no divine creator ever. You would never say that to a kid. Well, you might say it to your kids, and frankly, it's flawed. It's coming from your fears. When your kid's small, when your kid is 6 and can't wait to get into 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, do you say, why can't you just be satisfied with 2nd grade? You would never say that. But as adults, we're getting bombarded with that all the time. And you know what? I can't even tell you the times I received that message. I was a nurse first out of college. Why can't you just be satisfied being a nurse, Mo? You work with cardiac patients. You help save lives. Why isn't that enough for you? I got that thousands of times. And each time I would doubt myself just a little bit. Why isn't it enough? Is there something wrong with me? And you know what? I have a growing coaching business right now. And there's temptation for me to say, oh, this is enough. I don't need to save more souls. What am I doing? Why am I being so ambitious to save more souls? I make more money when I save more souls. That's the whole point of it. Why? So that I can have a better life and I can have a better financial security. And so I can help support my family and what they want to do. And I can achieve greater opportunities for other people. And I can add more programs to help my clients go even further. That's why we do more, because of the greater contribution. There's nothing wrong with wanting greater contribution. Frankly, there's something wrong with not wanting that, because that means you're shut down and you're living to either others' expectations or your fears. So, Autumn, I have this to say to you. And since I know you at a deep level, keep going, keep expanding, keep wanting more and being more and doing more. Keep showing up as the bigger version of you. You were made to follow your divine aspirations. Please do not listen to either the internal voices or the external voices that it is enough. No one can judge you. And you may be saying to me, well, Mo, I feel that I have enough. I feel it. I'm sorry. I know souls better than you, even yours. I haven't met you, but I know your soul may be better than you. Every human soul wants growth. Do you get that? Every human soul wants growth. I have talked to over 10,000 women over the years of doing this coaching and thousands of other people in my professional career. As an executive, I saw this all the time. Women who shortchange themselves, who listen to family members or perhaps society to say, if you become a director, you're going to take away from your family. You're not going to be able to be a good mom. So don't be a director. Or directors who were told that about being a VP, or VPs who were told that about being a senior VP. I'm going to tell you something, ladies. If you have not achieved higher in your career and in your profession because of other people, how dare they? And how dare you? You can be a better mom when you are living at a higher level. It doesn't take away, it actually gives. It gives. Because if you're making $50,000 a year and you got kids that are at home, there's something going on that is a cost to you to take care of your kids. I was a working mom. I know all about this. And I coach working moms all day long. You're either taking away from your career, which is costing you big money, or you're spending some money to hire someone or hire outside people to help you rear your kids. Who says that you're the only person to rear your kids? Who says that? Don't judge yourself on that. We've always needed other people to raise kids, even when there wasn't industries around that. Thousands of years ago, families, tribes helped raise kids. It wasn't ever just the mother's job or just the mom and dad's job to raise that kid. We've always used other people to raise our little people. Do a little history. So you are not wrong for wanting to go from 50 to 75 to 90 to 120 to 150 to 180 to 200 to 250 to 300 to 350 to 400 to 450 to 500. What starts going on with you? Please tell me as soon as I start mentioning those big numbers. I was always told to be okay with being stagnant. It's been an awesome 6 months of leveling up mentally and professionally. My story is growing. Natalie, oh, I love hearing from you. I love hearing from my clients because here's the thing. I do these Facebook Lives because I know what's going on, because I do clarity calls. My team does clarity calls, and we coach literally hundreds of women every single month in different phases of their growth. And I know I am an expert at human souls and their growth and how you can achieve more in your profession by growing your soul. Does everyone get the exact same result? Of course not. Everyone's different. No one gets the exact same result from hip surgery either. Everyone's different. Some people need a year of rehab. Some people need 10 weeks. We don't know what that is. Humans are variable. But I'm an expert at knowing that your soul wants growth. Natalie and Autumn, keep growing. Every one of you. Sydney, we're still working together. Leslie, if you need to grow, baby, book a clarity call with us at mofall.com/live clarity. Let me put that up here. We start everything with a clarity call. Why? Because I want to help understand, and so does my team. I have a team as well as myself doing clarity calls. And look, if I do your clarity call, please don't say, oh, it's you. Let's just get down to business, okay? And anyway, so mofall.com/live clarity. Everything starts with a deep analysis of what's really going on. And when we take a look at what's going on, we can know if we can help you or not. And you know what? If we can't help you, we'll tell you that. If we don't think you're ready, we'll tell you that. If we think we can help you and we think you're ready, we're going to advocate the hell out of you. We are. Right, Sydney? Right, Natalie? Right, Autumn? This is your life. So being an overworker, being technically really good at your work is a step. It is not the end. Okay. So one thing is not settling. Don't settle. Don't let other people get into you and convince you to settle. Be the queen of your domain. And being technically good at your work is the first thing. And you know what? I want you to focus on being the best. Be the best at what you do now. Be the best. Don't overwork to do it. Don't people please to do it. Don't be perfect. Okay, that's time that doesn't come back to you. but just be the best. Be really, really good. And then go for more. In our coaching on Tuesday night, I showed our clients the career the career ascension of Ramona Hood, who's CEO and president of one of the divisions at FedEx. One of the divisions? Or is she the CEO? Fact check me here. CEO and president at FedEx, Ramona Hood. Her career went like this: 1 year, 14 years. Okay, 14 years. Great foundation. 2 years, 1 year, 3 years, 1 year, 2 years, 1 year. She had like 10 jobs in FedEx. Progressive, more, learning this, then this, higher here, higher here, higher here, higher here. She progressed her career. And I know, especially since she's a Black woman, I know she had people saying to her, why do you want to do more? Aren't you taking away from your family? Aren't you a mother? I don't know if she's a mother or not. Because I know what happens to women who are progressing, like Autumn. People saying, why can't you just be satisfied with that? Thank you. I never forgot the clarity call. It was life transforming. I'm going to put that up here. Thank you so much. The clarity call itself is going to help you see what's really going on, because here's why we get buried in being technically good at what we do and thinking that that's cool. Because we have psychological mechanisms that normalize our pain. And you're going to hear from other people, oh, you're really good at what you do. You're really good at what you do. You're really good at what you do. And then you're going to hear, you don't need to do more. You make enough money. You don't need to do more. You make enough money. And if you've plateaued at where your family of origin, if you're above your family of origin, especially, and this happens all the time, we see women who are above their family of origin and start feeling guilty for making money. I'll let that sink in. Should I say it again? If you're making more money than your family of origin, you very possibly could have guilt and shame about making money. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. If you're more educated than your family of origin, chances are you don't exactly know how to leverage it. So here's what happens being technically good at work. You stagnate and your soul begins to shrink. Your soul wants to grow, just like a plant, just like a small child, just like everything else in life that is thriving. Thriving means you're growing. When you're stagnant in your career, it means you are not growing. Even if you're technically good at your work, if you're not growing, you're shrinking down and becoming lesser and lesser. And this is what happens. You become to be irritable, isolated, feeling down on yourself, having less joy and fun and happiness. You're a much less better mother. You're not as good of a partner. You're not as good in your family. And you may be projecting a lot of the unmet needs you have inside onto other people. This is what happens. This is psychologically the truth. Do a clarity call. Thanks, Jesse. I'm new to the program and so glad I took the first step. I'm so glad you took the first step too, because I know that I'm speaking to you as well here. So I want to caution everyone who's listening here, and hopefully it's hundreds and thousands of people, because that's who I need to speak to. If you're not growing in your career and in your life, you are shrinking and stagnating your life essence, which is your soul. When you stagnate that life essence, you will have a much less life than your divine creator imagined for you. And if you could imagine one of your kids doing that and how you would feel as a parent, what you would want for them and aspire for them, and you see them not doing it, not getting it, your creator wants so much for you. Your creator wants to see you shine. Your creator wants to see you enjoy the gifts that you were ordained to have in this world. Your soul is the essence of your divineness. Your soul is what fuels everything. And when it has stagnated because you've stagnated your career, your soul is hurting and it begins to nudge you. Do more. Come on. You can do. Come on. And then when you see my Facebook ad or see my Facebook live and I'm speaking to you, you're like, wow, she knows exactly how I feel. And why is it that I know exactly how you feel? Because I have been there. I hired my first coach 21 years ago. And as I said in a previous Facebook Live this week, I've spent nearly $500,000. I know I added it up over this weekend because I wanted to talk about this a little bit this week. I have invested in myself at sums larger than if my mother heard that number, she'd be like, what? She doesn't have Facebook. She doesn't watch my Facebook lives. But if you want to tell her what I've spent on my coaching and personal development, feel free to give her that number. And you might be inclined to say, yeah, but you were making money. I was making about $150,000 a year when I hired my first coach. So all of that I did through reading books and conferences and just gosh darn hard work and following my desire for more. I worked my ass off and I took risks for new jobs, up leveling, took jobs. I was a little bit afraid. Am I going to be able to do that? I have in me a bit of that level of tenacity and courage. I know. It's one of my gifts. So at 150K, I was not getting it. There were things, and I was like, how come those people are getting more successful and they're getting promotions and I'm not? Like, I'm smarter than them. I work harder. I'm like cooler than they are. I'm more dedicated. I'm just downright smarter than they are. Why am I not getting ahead? And it's because when you are technically good at what you do, your organization wants to keep you there. Dirty little secret, dirty little secret. We have two wonderful women who are in the software IT space in our workshop right now. They have master's degrees in software engineering or some such awesome thing like that. So they're really brainy, super smart. And they're both in places where they have stagnated out. And they're so good at what they do. Their company does not want them to move. I'm telling you, I know how this happens. I've been there. Okay. And their company doesn't even know what all they bring to the table until they learned the techniques in my kick-ass workshop on how to speak up, how to have powerful conversations, how to show up differently, how to open up the energy from within. And now their companies, both of these wonderful women, their companies now know what they bring to the table and who they are. And they know that they want more. You know what? Previously, they didn't know that they wanted more. So they were certainly happy to let that person stay in that role doing their thing, pecking away and doing great work. I'm convinced that most organizations are built on taking advantage of low self-esteem and low soul vibration of women. And that burns my butt. It does. I want to help you get to know yourself at a deeper level. We do that through a clarity call, mofall.com/live clarity. I want to help you as a professional woman find your soul and ascend to where you ought to be next. And then you'll have everything you need to ascend to the next layer. Gina, Truth Bomb, they just offered me a raise when they found out I had applied elsewhere in the company. I accepted. Now I'm still miserable and nothing changed. Gina, mofall.com/live clarity. And we'll help you navigate this a little bit better than maybe you could do on your own. No offense. We're experts. Okay. We'd be happy to help you out. So here's the thing. There's a lot of those missteps. Okay. I'm going to go here and we may be passive aggressive, do it. And then they find out and then this, and oh, they're going to give me more. So they're kind of like keeping you hostage the way they want to do it. Oh, another truth bomb, Gina. Hey, listen, I've been at the highest levels of corporate America. I understand what it's like to be an executive and have to manage thousands of people and the decisions that you make on who you're going to elevate and how you're going to expand your enterprise and who looks good for the next level. I know exactly what they are thinking. I know exactly what they're thinking. And trust me, most of my executive life, I was a little bit against the grain of the other executives, but that's okay. I knew enough how to play the game to be me and still play at that level. I was a little bit of an instigator all the time. Can't you tell? That's why I'm great at what I do. because I like to instigate change. I do. And thank goodness I was born that way, and that is one of my divine gifts. But I know, and I'm an expert at how to help you navigate the expectations and the way around and through things. And if we did it without your soul, you would get the same backlash, the same punch in the face. But when you change your soul vibration and you change your sense of self, at the same time you begin navigating differently, you're going to have a completely different result. That's what we do. And we're really, really good at it. There is no soul on this planet stagnated in a job who is living their truth. No. There's no really good technical professional person who's been in the same job greater than 5 years. Probably it's really 3, but I'm just going to say 5 to give some of my gals a little bit of a break. If you're in your job greater than 3 to 5 years and you haven't moved forward, something's wrong. Something's wrong. You're either choosing not to grow, you're not speaking up the right way, you're not advancing your own cause, and you haven't been strategic, or you're just living in plain old human misery and fear, and you're just afraid of making any move because you're afraid of making a mistake. That back to watch my queen of perfectionism. Watch my queen of people pleasing. Okay, watch my queen of overwork. All of those are the roots of you not feeling good enough and being fearful. So therefore, you're not going to make a move in your career to satisfy your soul because you don't have the pieces jiving together. Same thing with being really good at technical work. If you're really good at your work, and plus if you have a master's or another advanced degree and you haven't progressed in your work, something is wrong. Let's fix it. Your soul is the beginning of that fix. And that's why what we do is so different than anywhere else. Even after taking the course, it still sounds alarming that companies won't help elevate. Oh, but do you get it? I mean, seriously, folks, do you get this? Because I want you to understand you can't solve a problem that you don't understand. Okay? You cannot solve a problem you don't understand. Here's the thing. Your company wants you to be good technically at what you do, and they want you to stay there kind of forever. That's what they want. It helps them. It helps them achieve their goals. And they only want to advance a couple of people. And you know what? They want to advance people who they like. Okay. I think I've said enough for today. This is Coach Mo Fall, and why being technically good at your work is not enough to advance your career. And if you haven't seen the whole series, Queen of People Pleasing, Queen of Overwork, Queen of Perfectionism, they're all down here on this Facebook page. Or if you're listening to this in a podcast, find those other episodes. They're going to be right nearby here. I am live today talking to someone about their career and why it's not working. Thank you very much for all of your comments. And thank you to my clients who continue to evolve and ascend and make more money and make more futures. You're awesome. And your soul wants to keep growing. So keep growing it. And if you need a guide, a mentor, and someone to show you how, we are here for you. mofall.com/live clarity. See you tomorrow. This is the Queen of Career Transformation, Coach Mo. See you next time.